Good morning, students. Welcome back to the computer science class. In last class, Python programming, we are in sequence data type. In this sequence data type, we already completed lists. Now we are going in tuples. In tuples, how to create tuples. Okay, how to create tuples. What are the advantages of tuples over list? Then what is tuple? Then create tuple using tuple function. We can convert any sequence of numbers, list or sequence of numbers into tuple and assign into tuple object. How to do? Creating a single element tuple. That means singleton tuple is not a tuple type. It's a specified value data type. That's also we already seen. Accessing values in tuple like list, we can access the particular element or range of elements or entire tuple. Okay. Then update and delete tuple. Update and delete tuples are immutable. So we can't insert any element at the end or middle or anywhere. At the same time, we can't change a single element value. But these are possible in lists. This cannot be possible in tuples. Okay. So we can clear entire tuple or delete entire tuple. Clear means elements we can make the tuple as empty one by using clear function. So by using del statement, we can delete the tuple object. Del statement are clear. And also we can add two tuples by using concatenation operator. The concatenation operator used in strings to combine two strings. Likewise, here the tuples, we can combine two tuple elements into a single tuple, then assign into a tuple object. Then these are the things, how to delete. After delete the tuple, if you print the tuple means it will show an error not defined. These are the things we already completed. Then tuple assignment. Tuple assignment is powerful feature in Python. It allows a tuple variable on the left of the assignment operator to be assigned to the values on the right side of the assignment operator. Each value is assigned to its respective variables. So we can create tuples. Here, three variables. These three variables assigned as tuples to the, that means A assigned to 34, B assigned to 90, C assigned to 76. This A, B, C respectively takes the values of 34, 90 and 76. That means first variable assigned with first argument, second variable assigned with second argument, third variable is assigned with third argument. So we can display these variables. Expressions are evaluated before assignment. This is also possible. So not only values here, we can give any expressions. So evaluate this expression, then result will be showed the respective variable. So list of values or list of expressions in numbers must be same in list of variables in the left hand side. If any mismatch in number of variables and number of arguments or expressions means it will throw an error. Note that when you assign values to a tuple, ensure that the number of values on both sides of the assignment operator are same. Otherwise, an error is generated by Python. Let us see in our programming. multiple assignment. Multiple assignment. Here each value is assigned to the respective variable. How to do this? Then next one. The same thing, expressions also. So save this. Tuple assignment. Run this. What will happen? Tuple values are printed. So A, B, C respectively takes 34, 90, 76. Similarly, X, Y, Z and P will be assigned with the expression. First X value assigned with 2 in 2 power of 2. Then Y is assigned with 5 slash divided by 3 plus 4. 15 mod 2. 34 is greater than 65. These are the expression. These results assigned to the variables respectively X, Y, Z and P. The same will be printed here. The same thing happening here. In this case, if any number of mismatch, let us see here one number. What will happen? Error mistakes will be displayed. So, in this side, then here one variable. Error mistake. First line will be printed because the number of variables, it means parameters and arguments are in same numbers 3 3. Here 3 but 4 expressions. So if values exceeded or variables exceeded, it will show an error mistake. Okay, that must be same. Number of values on both sides of the assignment operator are same. So this can be possible. Then returning multiple values in tuple. A function can return only one value at a time, but Python returns more than one value from function. Python groups multiple values and returns them together. So we can group the values as a tuple or list or set or dictionary. So we can list any dictionary object, list object or tuple object or set object. So group of values together returned. This is possible in Python. So Python, in C, C++, Java, all programming languages, function can return a value but which can return only one value. By using class object or structure object, we can return multiple values, but which can return only one value. But Python, straight away we can return multiple values by grouping the multiple values and return them together. So how to do this? In this example program we can see. Here min-max is the name of the function, def keyword. So min-max function is defined which accept one value. So A is equal to max of n. So here n may be a sequence data type. That sequence data type list of elements which consist of. In that, which is the maximum element value, that value assigned to A. Then min of n, the same list of elements, minimum value will be taken, obtained by min function, built-in function. Max built-in function obtains max, min built-in function obtains minimum of the list of elements, then assigned to the B. Then return A comma B. Here, two values are returned, A comma B. So these are together grouped and returned as a tuple. Okay. So the return value is assigned. So num is equal to, this is the main program statement. Function statements, these three statements only. So whenever this function is called, which receives one value, then a and b value is calculated, then it will be returned. That's all. Then main function, because intention backward, again comes backward. Then 12, 65, 84, 1, 18, 85, 9. So maximum, minimum. Maximum, minimum is the name of the variables, tuple variables. So min max is the call statement. This calls, when called, one parameter is passed, that is called num. So num passed to n. So entire list passed to n. From this list, max of from this list. So 99 will be assigned to A. Then min of n, one value is assigned to B. Then return A comma B, 99, 1 will be returned. 99 will be assigned to max num variable, one value assigned to min num variable. The same variable will be printed with message. So maximum value, max num variable value, minimum value message, minimum number variable value will be displayed here. So the output will be like this. So we can execute this program. Return multiple values in tuple. Multiple values. So the function statement must be indented. So min max, to avoid confusion, big, small. So big, because min max is the function. This is the function definition with body of the function statements. So straight away the program execution begins from this statement. So these are the statements executed. When this call statement executed, this definition will be executed. So these are the things we already studied in function. You have to remember this, because each and every topics in every chapter must be remembered. Continuation of any topic comes in anywhere. That's why I asked, repeat again and again, watch the video. Okay. So here these two variables, these two are variables, big and small. So min max returned value, this return value returned to the called place. The called place return value, two values, first value assigned to big and second value is assigned to small. So we can run this program, we can see 99, 1. Suppose if it is 10 means, you can check it, 10. Big, small. Suppose return A comma B. B comma A, what will happen? What will happen? B value is assigned to. So the message is mistaken. So here you must be careful on return value when it is assigned to a tuple. After processing it, you must be careful the return values, because the first return value assigned to first variable, second return value is assigned to the second variable. So you must be careful when you return multiple values grouped together. Okay, otherwise error mistakes will be, logical error will be occurred. Logical error means expected output result is a mistaken one. Okay. Next one, nested tuples. What is nested tuple? In Python, tuple can be defined inside another tuple, like as list. One of the element of the list may be another list. The entire list as an element treated as the nested list, entire list treated as an element of the list. So likewise here, a tuple can be defined inside another tuple called nested tuple. In a nested tuple, each tuple is considered as an element. The for loop will be useful to access all the elements in a nested tuple. Okay. So tuple list, it may be anything, while for loops all are accessible one. Easiest way to use for loop. Okay, here topus is a tuple, consists of nested tuples. Here one nested tuple, another one nested tuple, another one nested tuple. So 4 elements. Toppers consist of 4 elements. All the elements are tuples. So for I in toppers, print I, what will happen? Each one tuple element will be displayed. Okay. So same thing. You can execute. So in this nested one, we can use one more thing, for. J in I. Print J. print print empty function. What will happen? Okay. So by using nested loop, we can access the elements. That means nested tuple values one by one. This is also possible. This is not given in your textbooks. Okay. So you can see all these things. Okay. So both can be possible. You can see this. First one, without inner loop. By using inner loop, we can display the elements, nested tuples elements one by one. Access individually. Nested tuples elements also individually accessed by using one more nested loop. So nested tuple elements can be accessed separately by using nested loop. That's all. So nested tuples as an element, totally as a single element, can be accessed by outer loop itself. Okay. Then programs using tuples. Example programs. Here one value read B assigned to A, then another one value is read assigned to B. The value of A and B will be displayed. A and B is equal to B and A. That means if here we are swapping values. Swapping means exchange values. A value to B to A. After that, the same A and B will be printed. What will happen? Enter A value 54, 38, 54, 38, 38, 54. So the order will be changed here. So tuples we can exchange. Swapping means exchange the values easily. Write a program using function that returns area and circumference of circle whose radius passed as an argument, 2 values using tuple assignment. So we can returns circumference and area both by pi r square, 2 pi r. Pi r square is area, 2 pi r is the circumference. So area and circum is 2 variables. The return value assigned. So this is function definition. Only one step. So radius is passed here. radius value. Based on this radius value, two values returned. First value assigned to area, second value assigned to circumference. Both will be displayed along with this message. You can see the output result. Okay. So one more example program. List of positive and negative numbers. What are the, how many positives and negatives? Numbers is a tuple. Positive is an empty list tuple object. Empty tuple object. For I in numbers, so first time 5, second time 8, third time 6. If I is greater than 0, positive plus equal to I, comma. So plus equal to combines tuples. So positive numbers will be printed. So for the first time minus positive greater than 0 means 5. For the next time 5, 6. Minus 8 is not greater than 0, so totally skipped. So this must be intended statement if. Then if block statement is a nested intended statement. If you write here means it will make error mistakes. Write without intention means. So example programs you have to go by yourself by using a computer or manually. Okay, these are the things we completed. List in tuples. These must be thoroughly known. You must know. Otherwise, because all the subsequent topics and chapters are based on list tuple sets dictionary. So you must thoroughly complete the video. Okay. What are the things today we completed means? Explain tuple assignment. Explain tuple assignment. How will you return multiple value in tuple? Okay, wow. How will you? This also 3-mark question. Then what is nested tuple? Give an example. This nested tuple is a 2-mark question. Definition only 2-mark question with example 3-mark question. Then these are the programs we already having. Based on these programs, the third practical program you must complete. Okay. Okay, students. We will meet tomorrow. Thank you. Complete the assignments and prepare the exams. Have a nice day. Bye.